Welcome to today's topic, servant leadership. Dating back around 600 BC till now, lots of well-known thinkers and academics kept mentioning of servant leadership. It is even supported by religion that people point to Jesus as typical servant leadership. Around 1970s, Robert King Greenleaf, who is often considered as a father of modern servant leadership, was inspired by a short novel, Journey to the East, in 1960s. Following Greenleaf, a range of servant leadership experts emerged. For example, Larry Spears, James A. Hunter, James Collins. So, what is servant leadership? According to Greenleaf's definition, the servant leader is a servant first. It begins with a natural feeling that one wants to serve first. Then conscious choice brings one to aspire to lead. That person is sharply different from one who is leader first. Let's get some idea about servant leadership from Anthony.
Yeah, I think it's a really good idea. It's if the leader is willing to help their followers, like their employees, as much as possible, then it'll make the employees really happy, and it'll allow them to work as hard as possible because they want to impress their boss. It can create a really good working environment, I think.
One of the models about servant leadership contains certain parts, conditions, behaviors, and outcomes. Antecedent conditions include contact and culture, the leader's attributes, and the follower's receptivity to this kind of leadership. Specifically, first is contact and the culture. Servant leadership occurs within a given organizational context and the particular culture. Dimensions of culture will also influence servant leadership. For example, if power is shared equally among people at all levels, servant leadership may be more common. Second is the leader's attributes. It means the qualities and disposition of a leader will also influence the servant leadership process. The third one is follower receptivity. It is a factor appears to influence the impact of servant leadership on outcomes. For example, some employees do not want to work with servant leaders, do not want leaders to help them or guide them. Research shows when servant leadership was matched with followers who desired it, it can generate positive impact on job performance. Servant leadership has certain behaviors. Let's get some opinion from David.
Okay, so I think you should lead by example. I believe that if you expect other people to do things that you don't do yourself, then you're misguided. You can't expect your team to do things. There's times when your team have to do things that you don't do. That's a given. But generally, I prefer to know my team to know that I will do what they will do if I'm technically capable.
Unlike some leaderships try to use power and force to do as what I say, servant leadership tend to have behaviors like put followers first, conceptualizing, emotional healing, helping followers grow and succeed, behaving ethically, empowering, creating value for the community. Here, we will focus on put followers first and creating value for the community, as they are different from other leaderships. Put followers first, it means servant leaders use actions and wants to demonstrate that followers' concerns are the priority, including placing followers' interests and success ahead of those of the leader. As for creating value for the community here not only means their own organization, but also local communities. For their own organization, the community can get the cohesion and work more efficiently. For the local communities, servant leaders are devoted to be more involved in local activities and encourage followers to also volunteer for community service. Basically, David is quite supportive about servant leadership. Let's say what he said.
I personally believe that if you look after the members of your team, and you get a lot better, a more effective team. You get better productivity, you get a happier team, and you get a better service overall to the organisation.
According to Northhouse model, the outcomes of servant leadership are as follows: follower performance and growth, organizational performance, and social impact. Particularly, most servant leader behaviors focus directly on recognizing followers' contribution and helping them realize their human potential. The expected outcome for followers is great self-actualization. Servant leadership has been widely used in a variety of organizations for more than 30 years. Many organizations in the Fortune 500, such as Starbucks, Southwest Airlines, employ ideas from servant leadership. From organizational experience, organizations that want to build a culture of servant leadership should be careful to select people who are interested in and capable of building long-term relationships with followers. Furthermore, organizations should focus on selecting people who have high integrity and strong ethics. In addition, organizations should develop training programs that spend time helping leaders develop their emotional intelligence, ethical decision-making, and skills for empowering others.